Good morning. The bitter truth is that crude prices can upset budget estimates, which effectively means that Finance Minister's budget expectation may not hold. Now, at some point, the government will have to take a call on promised diesel deregulation that will in turn push the inflation higher. Bear in mind, 5 states go to polls in next few weeks, so it would be all the more difficult for UPA 2 to decide on the sensitive issues. For the day, we expect a weak start as the global markets were pegged back on Wednesday, while India enjoyed an off day. Crude spiked on escalation of violence in Libya. Gold futures in New York hit a new record high as risk aversion inched up. The dollar is under some pressure as well. Back home, inflation will continue to halt the policy makers till we see any material softening. Any moderation in inflation from here will be a bonus. So keep an eye on the weekly WPI inflation numbers to be released later today. In coming days, market will keep a close tab on the latest IIP data and monthly inflation. Then there is the mid-quarter review of the RBI as well. FIs were net buyers of Rs 4.18 billion in the cash segment on Tuesday according to the provisional NSE data. The domestic institutional investors were net buyers at Rs 956.4 million on the same day. FIs were net buyers of Rs 32.9 billion in the F&O segment. The foreign funds were net sellers of Rs 693 million in the cash segment on Monday as per the SEBI website. Moving on to the corporate news. Cain India and its JV partners are set to undertake $44 billion drilling campaign in the eastern offshore Rawa field of KG Basin. BAIL begs Rs 32.2 billion order for thermal power in West Bengal. Tata Steel has increased its stake in Riversdale Mining to 27.14% from 24.2% for an investment of Rs 5 billion. Reliance Power has raised around Rs 40 billion of debt from public sector infrastructure financing companies, Power Finance Corporation to achieve financial closure of the 2 ultra-mega power projects. HDFC has increased its retail prime lending rate by 25 basis points to 15.5% with effect from March 1st. IOC raised jet fuel prices by 3.4%. ATF rates in Delhi have been hiked by Rs 1,870 per kiloliter. SBI's Rs 200 billion rights issue is likely to come in early next fiscal year. 3 leading financial institutions and banks are in talks with Reliance Industries to sell their entire stake in ILFS, giving the company a controlling stake. SAIL wants to build steel plant on FCI's unused plot in Jharkhand. Hotel Leela Venture plans to cut its debt by raising around 9.5 billion over the next 2 years via sale of property and also by foraying into real estate development. M&M has reiterated that the move to halt supplies of 110cc Stelvio motorcycle till June was not a recall but a proactive intent. ONGC expected to file DRHP in the month of March. GVK Airport Holdings is buying another 13.5% stake in Mumbai International Airport from Bid Services Division. Environmental restrictions could pull down the internal resource mobilization of Coal India Limited for the current financial year by 45%. Moving on to recommendations, the technical calls for the day are: we advise buying ONGC in the range of Rs 269 to Rs 271 with a stop loss of Rs 264 and for the target price of Rs 285. We recommend traders to sell Mundra Port March futures below Rs 139 with a target price of Rs 133. A stop loss of Rs 142 is recommended on all short positions. Our derivative strategy for the day are: short TCS March futures in the range of Rs 1135 to Rs 1140 for the target price of Rs 1100 and stop loss placed at Rs 1155. Long Syntex March futures in the range of Rs 149 to Rs 150 for the target price of Rs 157 and with a stop loss placed at Rs 146. Thank you. Wish you have a great day ahead.